14 acres of waterfront property out here in Lockwood Lake, Alaska. So check this property out. My name's Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. What we do is we buy and sell raw land, rural vacant land, right? Our goal is to invest in unique and epic properties. This definitely fits the bill. You can see this little area platted out. At one point, they were going to develop roads out here and whatnot. This is called a plat map, right? So at one point, there's these private owners. They were going to have roads out here. It never took off from what I'm seeing. And so you get these wild remote escapes. Look at the mountains in the background here. We have an edit photographer out here. Access is going to be snowmobile access, fly-in access, hike-in access. So it is remote. It is off-grid property, and it is lakefront. So, think hunting, think fishing, things of that nature. So it's in the Matanuska Borough here in Alaska. Just $100 a year in annual taxes. There's no zoning out here, no restrictions. This is a definition of wild Alaska. I'm going to show you guys how to do some research on this property, answer some FAQs. I'm going to keep this video pretty quick just because you kind of see what you're getting. So it's surrounded by public land. So state of Alaska owns almost 4 million acres of public land here. We're pretty close to this dog sled route here, the Iron Dog Race route. So just off that, like I said, the buyer is going to come out here in a bobsled, going to come out here on a snowmobile, hike-in access, things of that nature. Let me show you a bird's eye view. I'm just using GPS coordinates. So again, the buyer of this property is going to have to, understand how to use GPS coordinates and things like that. So we're just to the west of Willow, Alaska. And, there could be some access off the water here. Probably not. It's pretty common. I think like 50% of the population here in Alaska has bush planes. So it's fairly common to be flying in and out of properties. We're just north of Alaska. Like I said, just west of Willow, AK here. So let me pull it up here on Onyx Maps one more time. We've got some waterfront. Sometimes you can see, people have like developed that almost looks like a cabin, doesn't it? Yeah. Somebody's put a cabin out here. So it's not impossible. Like this is Alaska living. Like you can barely see it, but this is a cabin right here. And this looks like a secondary structure. So it happens, people develop out here on these extremely remote and off-grid properties. I'm just zooming in. Somebody else put a cabin out here too. How cool is that? Lakefront properties out here. I have no clue how those folks developed it. I'm just going to be honest with you. Here's somebody did too. Look at that. So yeah. There's people living off-grid with off-grid escapes out here. Look at that. Another cabin. These people have like a dock or something coming out to the water, it looks like, on satellite imagery. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So that's what I've got to share with you. You've got 14 acres here of your own property here, waterfront. It doesn't get much better than that. We're pricing it to sell right now. We've got a sale we're running on it. Again, access, people must be flying in. People must be taking like bobsleds or snowmobiles or like snowcats, something of that nature. That's what I have to say about it. Let me show you a 3D imagery. And that's kind of what we're looking at. We've got the Denali Range right here. So Denali Peak is right here. That's really cool. That's really cool. So Denali is a big name here in the States. So that's really cool. This is a cool property, guys. So I've got some other remote epic properties in Alaska. If you scroll the website, we offer more of a self-service model. Get with me. We have seller financing available, and we do offer cash discounts for cash buyers. So thanks for tuning in. That's what I have to share about that remote Alaska escape here in Alaska. So Miles McLaughlin, 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.